Hello everyone, welcome back to a special kind of exclusive video. This one is a tutorial on my custom Bat-Pod motorcycle MOC from the Dark Knight. And this is kind of a design based on another LEGO YouTuber, Rye Guy Productions. I'll link his video in the comments. But this video is specifically for Blitz Bricks, a wonderful LEGO YouTuber. And I reached out to him on Discord, and I wanted to know what kind of video he'd like to see from me, and he let me know, and he said he wanted a tutorial on my Bat-Pod. So here we are. And although this video is mainly for Blitz Bricks, it's available for everyone to follow along. And if you have all the pieces, great. And if you don't have any of the pieces, that's totally fine. Then you can just enjoy the video. But I'm going to be kind of giving you the reason why the Bat-Pod is kind of disassembled here is I'm going to kind of give you a rundown of the pieces, or at least I'm going to kind of give you the amount of pieces in each kind of a sub-assembly, so I've kind of split it into little assemblies, and by the end you'll hopefully have a Bat-Pod that's very similar, if not the same, to mine. But I've got all the pieces here. They're it's a bit broken, but that's fine. And let's not waste any more time. And let's get started with the actual pod section of the Bat-Pod. Again, this is featured in the Dark Knight. It's kind of like the Christopher Nolan's take on the Bat-Cycle. But here's the main Bat-Pod, the actual pod design. So this is kind of what the main two wheels are attached to. So the two frames are connected to this piece here with sub-assembly. And for this, you're going to need a circular, a circular 2x2 piece there. You can see on the bottom here. You're also going to need two of these pieces. So two of these Technic parts. Again, I don't know any of the names of these, so just go with it. But you're going to need two of those, and you're going to want to take the circular plate and put it underneath those two. And let me kind of break this apart for a minute so you can see what I'm talking about. Well, let's keep it together. But you're also going to need a wheel connector in black, so just one of those. It's very similar to this, except it has studs on the bottom, so it's very square. We're going to need one of those, put that on the front one here, so the front Technic part, the 2x2 with the hole in it, so put it on top of there. You're also going to need a 1x2 with a bar, so this piece, you're just going to need one of those and stick that on top of the wheel connector. And you're almost done with this pod section, believe it or not, this main section where Batman lays, so he has to lay down on it. And to top it all off, you're going to need two of these long 1x4 downward slope pieces in black. And again, all these pieces are in black to kind of just match Batman's colors, but you're gonna need two of those and just put those, down like so, and facing this back one here. So this is the pod section, the main section that the two wheels are connected to, the two wheel frames. So that's what that looks like there. You can kind of see that. And again, you can pause the video at any time just to kind of look at the parts and see the different sub-assemblies. But this is the main section. This is the main part where Batman will sit, or lay down, I guess. So that's the pod section. The next section is the controls, where you've got a 4-long rod in light gray. You can use any color you want. So it's just this piece, but in light gray. So just a standard lightsaber piece in light gray. And you're going to want to put a couple droid arms. I've got an example here. Here's IG-88. And he's using the dark gray droid arms, but you just want to have that same piece, but in a light gray. So it just matches the rod. You're going to need two of those and just attach those onto the ends. So don't attach them to the very ends. Attach them, kind of near the middle. You're going to need two of those and, just angle them like that. And you're also going to need two of these basic Technic rods with clips in dark gray. Those will act as the controls for Batman to sit. So, if you're looking for some controls, that's what those are there. And you can angle those however you like. In the middle here, this is a newer piece. This may be kind of harder for you guys to find. I don't know. But you're going to need a 1x2 with a clip in the middle. That's a newer piece. And you're going to want to clip that literally in the middle of this sub-assembly here. In the middle of these two controls. And to top it all off, well, almost, You're going to need a standard dark gray ski piece, so kind of a ski slope piece. You're gonna need 2 of those. And what you're going to do, or what you're going to want to do, sorry, is you're going to want to put the inside stud and put that onto the ends of the rods. So that's what the controls are. These are kind of like the Batman's hand protectors, like his arm guards, so they shield him from the street and the different gravel and stuff. But to top this all up, this is the main section that will attach to the pod section in a minute. But this is a printed piece. You can use any printed piece that you want. I just used this one. This one happens to look a bit like the Bat-Pod, but it's pretty simple. It's mainly used for like mixtapes and like cassettes and video players and things like that, and music and stuff. But what you're going to want to do is take that and put that in the middle here, and that will represent the main controls of the bike. And you can angle this however you like. But now, what you're going to want to do is take this section here. Again, you can pause at any time, and you're going to want to connect the droid arms and connect them to the wheel. Connect them to these outward pieces here. So now this is connected here. And the printed piece actually rests on this bar, so that's what the bar is for. It kind of rests on there, so it doesn't go anywhere when Batman is on there. Again, you can angle this however you like. But this is the main pod section. This is the main control center that Batman controls the bike with. So that's what the main section of the Bat-Pod is. But once you're done with that, and let's start with the back section. So you're going to need these kind of massive tires, because in the Dark Knight, the Bat-Pod the tires are very large. But you're going to need 2 of those. So they're the exact same tire. And you're going to need 2 wheel hubs, and they're going to be in light gray. But you're going to need 2 of those. And you're going to need, let's see, 1, 2, you're going to need 4 of these small Technic bushes in light gray. And the piece here, let's see. Okay, you're going to need, let me kind of take this out for a moment. You're going to need a 4 long Technic axle, and that will attach inside of the wheel hub. And then what you're going to want to do is take these pieces here. So you can just pretty much see how that is designed. And what this is attached with is one of these black axles. You're going to need at least 5 of these in this build. But just attach that into here. And again, you can, rewind and play and pause and do whatever. But you're going to need a blue pin as well. And you're also going to need a small, I think this is a 3 long Technic axle. So you're going to need that and put that in there. Again, I don't know the names of these, so I apologize. But you can probably find the pieces that are in this in your own collection. Here's the back section. It's pretty much asymmetrical. I mean, you've got this main connector here, and then you've got nothing on this side, which is accurate to the movie. But again, this will spin freely. So, yeah. And that's pretty much the back section. So you've got this section here. Again, you can pause at any time. This is probably the most clear quality you can get. And this is all natural lighting, by the way. Again, but this is a black axle, and it's a standard piece, just in black. And that's the back section of the Bat-Pod. But this will attach to the main section like so. So that's what that looks like there. That's kind of the process so far. And I'd say the most difficult part of this build is easily the front section. And what you're going to want to do for this section is I want you to kind of angle, you're going to want to angle the wheel off to the side a little bit for this wheel hub section. And you're going to need a long, I think this is 5 long, maybe a little longer. Yeah, I think you need a 6 long. But you're going to want to take a 5 long length of bar axle, and you're going to want to take a 6 long. 6 long goes up here, 5 long goes here. Sorry if it's a bit confusing. But you can see how this is made. It's pretty much the same as the back section, except this part is a lot more in-depth because this is where the weapons go. And this is obviously the main control section, the front section. And you can see how this is made. You can see this section is a bit different. It's using this piece here on this side, and then a standard one of these on this side. And you can see a bunch of those little axle, those small little bushings. These are in light gray. And again, you want to angle that so it can actually have a bit of space, because you can see the space is very tight here in the front. That's why this is angled on one side, the tire, because this is a very tight space. And this is where kind of one of the rarer parts comes in. This black bushing goes right here. It's another bush right here. And two of these are used right here and here. And you've got two of these in light gray. You want to put those in the middle here. So I'll kind of take that apart to show you. So this is what that looks like here. And this is what you want to build it here. You can pause it at any time. And yeah, that's how this is made. And again, you can pause that at any time. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, you can pretty much see all the parts that you need for this. And yeah, that's that. This is the front section. And lastly, these are the weapon systems here. And what you're gonna want to do for this section is take two of these tube-like cross pieces in dark gray. You're gonna want to take two black axles and two light gray bushings. Put the bushings on the axles, and then what you're going to want to do to create the weapon systems for this is you're going to want to take the axle, each of the axles, and push them through these exposed dark gray pieces here. Kind of put that in there. There we go. And this is what will create the weapon system. So let me kind of give you a rundown of the weapon systems. Again, you want to put these connector pieces, put them here and here. So that's what that looks like there. I will attach, and this whole front section will attach to the main Bat-Pod section, and the section with the slightly longer end will go on the left. So that's what that looks like there. And that's the main section. Lastly, these are the weapons, and there's not as many weapons. I think there's 3 different sections in the movie, but I couldn't really combine the 3. I kind of just went with 2, which is fine. And you can see these are kind of the exact same build, and they're using these pieces in black. And I'm sure you got some of those lying around. You also need 2 of these in dark gray. You're also going to need 2 of these in light gray, small bushings. And you're going to need some cylinder pieces in dark gray. This is white, but that's fine. And lastly, this one, you're going to need 2 telescope pieces in black, as well as 2 of these standard blue Technic pins, the axle on the end. But what you're going to want to do is, oh, that's right. You're also going to need 2 of these black axles. What you can probably see how you create these. You just take that flat piece, and then you put the axle with the pin on the top, and then you've got the cylinder on this side. So what this is taking is just this. That's what all this is. And you're going to want to take you're going to want to leave a bit of room for this little, you're going to want to leave a little tiny bit of room for the, for this pin, just a little bit of room for this pin. You're going to want to have it stick out a little bit so that it can attach to the main Bat-Pod section. So a feature that I've designed on mine is that when you attach these, it's attached fairly securely, but then if you want to take them off, you can really easily, and you can add different weapons if you wanted to. But these are the weapon systems. Pretty simple, but you can see how they're made. You can just pause at any time and build them like so. But now, this is kind of the last section, and what you want to do is take each of these and take that and plug it into this section here and this section here. So now the entire Bat-Pod is now finished. at least my version of it. And it does have a special feature where you can rotate the wheels just like in the Dark Knight. Gonna want to rotate that up a bit. And again, Batman can, you know, lay down on here if he wanted to. And again, you can take the weapons off if you wanted to. You can. But that's the Bat-Pod. That's my custom Bat-Pod. And I'm gonna kind of give you a sense of scale. So here is the Bat Cycle from 76118, Bat Cycle Battle. You can see the Bat Cycle is, it's almost the full length. So that's what that looks like. And again, this is a 2019 set. So yeah, I'm gonna review this very soon, but here's the Bat Cycle compared to the Bat-Pod. You can see the Bat-Pod is very different, obviously because it's a motorcycle. But yeah, that's the Bat Cycle. Obviously this can split apart and the two together are pretty similar to the Bat-Pod. But that's the Bat Cycle there. And here is the Batmobile, 76119, Pursuit of the Joker. You can see the Bat-Pod is pretty long, but, you know, obviously the Batmobile is longer because it's an actual car. But I just wanted to give you, again, a sense of scale. So that's what my Bat-Pod looks like against the Batmobile. But, yeah, that is that. And that was the Bat-Pod tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry this wasn't a traditional tutorial, but I just wanted to make it my own. And one more thing, actually. If you wanted to, I went kind of extra, and I built a kind of a display stand for the Bat-Pod. So you can see this circular plate on the bottom will attach to here, and you can copy my design if you want to, like this flat kind of display stand, and it looks pretty good on there. And this is actually for the Batcave, so it's actually kind of a holder for it in the Batcave. But that's just what that is. Again, if you wanted to see that, there you go. That's what that looks like. It's pretty simple. It just has some plates, and you can see how that's built. But, yeah, that is that. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And thank you for the idea, Blitz Bricks. And I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you enjoy my Bat-Pod and everyone else who built this. And or if you're planning on building this, that's very cool. And, yeah. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you next time, and we'll catch you tomorrow for another Batman-themed video. And, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my Bat-Pod. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.